Welcome back, everybody, at Sports Federation TV, and we talk sport in the Western Cape here on the Federation TV show, which of course caters for the federations in the Western Cape. Now, time for us to talk basketball. One of the very first gentlemen that I met in the world of sport, and had no problems at all throwing big daggers at me. Joseph Magadi, General Secretary of Western Cape Basketball. Joseph, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well. I'm happy that 2017 has started and 2016 has left us behind, and I think we're going to have a good year for 2017.
I guess I hope as well.
Yeah. How's basketball doing?
Basketball, I must say that we still struggling along, trying to get into 2017.
Yeah.
Our programs are still trying to catch up with the year, but we'll be starting in NS now in February.
Yeah.
So from February onwards, I think we'll be having a roller coaster year.
How was 2016 for you guys? Did you? I know at one stage you were looking to start a few more clubs and so on.
Yes. I must say that here in Cape Town, we have managed to get a couple of clubs. I think GTS is one of the teams. I think.
Yeah, let me introduce our guest. Now you've brought Ricky into it. Ricky Vegeland is, of course, from A Difference Through Sport. Ricky,
that's correct.
Welcome to Sports Federation TV.
Good afternoon. I'm glad to be here.
All right, now we're going to have to bring you into the world, into the picture, and see how you connect into the world of basketball.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm beginning to suspect that if you're making a difference through sport, you're using basketball to do that.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
So Joseph, let's go back to you. The club structures then. 2016, you say you had some success.
Yes, I think as I said, in Cape Town there's been a couple of clubs that have developed in 2016.
Yeah.
From our side as a Western Cape, our focus last year was mainly on the Cape Winelands. I think the structure was struggling a little bit, and we've been able to assist them. There has been a couple of clubs that we've identified. Going into 2017, we hope that we'll put them into the sports development or the club development program.
And this is now in the Cape Winelands?
In the Cape Winelands, yeah. Because that was our major focus last year.
Right.
And this year, we definitely are going to Eden. We've already said in February sometime, we definitely are going to Eden. We want to go and start clubs in Eden. So Cape Town, it's fine. Cape Winelands is on the way. Eden is next for us.
Well, it's fantastic to hear that. It's fantastic to hear that your focus moves beyond simply the Cape Town area. I mean, that's your responsibility. That's what you're tasked to do as a provincial executive.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah. I think it is being our cry that basketball is a Cape Town sport.
Yeah.
And I think for the past 2 years we've been trying to get everyone to understand it's not just a Cape Town sport. There are people who are interested in basketball throughout the province. I think previously we have not seen that as our role as an association.
Yeah.
We always thought that people must already be playing for us to be able to assist them.
Well, I'm blown away. I mean, I'm not blown away, but I think I am. I'm pleasantly surprised, because it's exactly what you said. Sometimes we lose sight of this provincial executive responsibility structure.
Yes.
We forget because we're so busy, throwing the ball around and trying to be champions.
Yes.
But so I'm pleasantly surprised and pleasantly impressed with what you're doing. So, as I said, we need good leadership in basketball in the Western Cape, and I'm hoping that you are going to be staying in the basketball mists, and all the audience that's watching now are going to make sure that you stay in the picture as well. So we're going to put pressure on you. Ricky, do you see what I'm doing here?
I see that. Yeah. I think we must put his number at the bottom and they can convince you.
Well,
as I switch off my phone.
Ricky, tell us about A Difference Through Sport.
Okay, why I'm here is that Joseph invited us because we just recently had a summer league running in our area. So what we do with, actually George Mentor was supposed to be he's our basketball coach and our administrator from Difference Through Sport. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it through work, but we're happy on the development side.
What is Difference Through? Is it an NGO?
It's an NGO.
A social organization?
Yes, we are a registered NGO, and what we do is we have many sporting codes, and basketball being one of them, and one of the upcoming, growing, and it's really being something that's being fantastic in our community.
Yeah.
So we had this league running because what we've discovered is that with basketball players, when the leagues are done, what happens to a basketball player or any person in sport? They sit back, they relax, you get lazy, you get fat maybe, you get a bit unfit. So this is what we're doing. We're having the leagues running while the summer leagues running in the community. But our most important thing is that we want to grow the sport in the community. So what we do is we invite communities outside of the area to come in.
Yeah.
Now recently,
where are you based?
in Parrow Valley, by the way.
Parrow Valley.
Yes.
Okay,
so we have a court there that the city set up for us, kind of thing. So we're going, and we had now recently this weekend we had teams from Heideveld and Overpark, all those communities, Delft, Mitchell's Plain, Constantia. So different.
I mean, you guys are quite broadly spread.
Yes, and we put it out there, and we asked the guys, look at here, we're making this available. Instead of just sitting back, the sport is there to play. We've got hoops, we've got the whole setup there. Our lines are painted, everything. So the guys come and they enjoy it. So that's what we want to do. And we just started now under 12 team now from our area. So now we had Langa and Delft. They have those age groups, so they come. And it's nice to see because these guys have to pay and get into a taxi. They come there to the area. So it's not just for that area. It's for everybody, and they come and we have fun together. And most important, the youth of tomorrow is, they're going to take the sport further for us.
Joseph, but I mean, in the world, because we're very focused on transformation in South Africa, this is the kind of alternative thinking that we need as sports administrators, because we cannot do it all ourselves. A little bit of, call it outsourcing development or outsourcing transformation, finding these alliances with organizations that are already doing it out there, but then just creating that relationship and making sure they're doing the right thing.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have pulled a very smart move here and found yourself an alliance with an organization that is clearly helping basketball, but basketball is helping the community.
Yes, I think for us, that's what we identified, that there are other role players within communities. So as much as sports, our job is clubs, and we want to work with clubs all the time. But the fact of the matter is there already are organizations that are functioning in basketball. So I think we have been lucky as basketball because internationally is how basketball operates. In the United States, not just the association that runs tournaments. Anybody and everybody can run a basketball event. But importantly, as you said, they need to come to us, talk to us, and say, guys, we're planning on doing a basketball event. Then we can say, okay, how can we assist you?
Isn't that so much better that you don't have cowboys out there? Now, if they do form a relationship with you in whatever shape or form you as a sports organization choose, you're now able to endorse them, give them some sort of credibility, maybe even send them a coach from time to time. And who knows, maybe a few stars pop out of that as well.
Definitely. I think there is a program in basketball, it's called Hoops for Hopes.
Yes, everyone's heard of that.
I think we have been very fortunate that we worked with them as basketball. And obviously with TTS coming up now, there's meets also in Mitchell's Plain. So there are organizations that we want to form partnerships with. So whenever they're doing sport, we want to do sport. So we don't see why we shouldn't work with anybody who wants to do sport.
Okay, well, you got a couple of events coming up here. One of them is, of course, in the Cape Winelands. There's the Cape Winelands Basketball Development Challenge. This is on the 11th of December. In fact, this was on the 11th of December at the Mbekweni Sport Fields. How was that event? How did it go?
The sun was very hot. The sun was very hot, I must say, on that day, but it was extremely worthwhile for us as Western Cape Basketball Association.
Cape Winelands can get hot, huh?
Hey.
But another event that you had as well, and I like this sort of the Stars Field. You had one now recently in Parrow Valley at Duncan Street. Was this together with Hoops? Because I see the city of Cape Town was involved in this, but this was one of your events, Difference Through Sport?
Yes.
All right, we've got a poster here, folks. Check out this funky poster. 101 Duncan Street, Parrow Valley, and we just spoke to, of course, to Ricky about this event. Joseph, what's next for you guys? Basketball 2017. Like you say, is it now Eden?
The whole of this year, Eden the whole year. We've already agreed that we're going to meet on the 11th of February in George. So we're just waiting for the venue to confirm that we can use that venue. If not, we'll find another one.
Oh, we can always make a phone call, we'll pull some strings.
But 11th of February is confirmed. We'll be in George as well as Cape Basketball. We're inviting every club, every person, every organization, every school who is interested in basketball.
So the folks that are living in George, Oudtshoorn, and that that
The
area
whole
there.
of the Eden, yes.
They
So
on the 11th of February, Western Cape Basketball is going to be there.
we will be there, and we'll
And-
be talking how to take basketball forward.
And you're going to be talking about how to take basketball forward, all right?
Definitely.
Cape Town and Cape Winelands, for the folks that now you've established, you're all set up. For the folks that are out there who want to start a bit of basketball, maybe get their kids involved, maybe a little bit older and maybe want to join a club, where do they go? How do they start? What's your advice?
Yeah. The first thing they need to do definitely is to go to our website,
Yeah.
Western Cape Basketball Association,
Is that WC Basketball or Western Cape?
WCBasketball.org.za.
Okay.
So go to our website. We've got our contact details there. There's a contact form. They can drop us an email. They can send us an SMS, send us a
So
WhatsApp.
you got a full system going on there.
Yeah.
Whole communication system.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, just communicate
That's
to us, and alternatively they can go to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Go to Western Cape Basketball.
It's all there.
Just drop us a message.
Okay, so
drop
there's no
us an
excuse.
inbox.
There's no excuse. You go.
Yeah.
Anyone
Covered
can play
everything, yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, folks, there you see it on the screen right now. Okay, there it is, WCBasketball.co.za. So if you want to play basketball, now you know how to find it. And of course, you would have seen it on TV, and it really does look quite funky. Nowadays, there's almost not a movie out there that doesn't have a basketball scene in it. Either there's a police person chasing someone on a basketball court, or there's a school in a movie with a basketball court, or there's a, I don't know, every movie somehow has a basketball scene in it. You would know what I'm talking about.
Actually, in Africa, after football, basketball is the second most popular sport. in
Unbelievable, unbelievable. So that means
Yeah.
you know that there's obviously a passion for basketball,
Yes.
and which means you've got a target market that's going to. We just have to tell them where and how.
Africa. Yes, definitely.
That's fantastic, Joseph. Thanks for joining us on Sports Federation TV.
Thank you,
Such a
JP.
pleasure to have you, and we're going to have you back on soon. We'll find out how. Of course, we'll make sure that we cover the Eden event
Yes.
and talk about as much as possible, so there's many people in the Eden area
Yeah.
can come to your event on the 11th of February.
Thank you.
And Ricky, to yourself at your NGO, Paravalet, of course, Difference Through Sport.
Yeah.
I think I'm still learning about it. What
Yes.
you know, we met for the first time today.
That's right, yes.
It sounds to me like you're doing an incredible job. That's the kind of stuff that we need to see more of.
Yes.
As I say, I only got my first taste of what you do today, so all at this stage that I can say is you know, best of luck. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And we're happy to give you the exposure that you guys have with that connection with basketball.
I think what we can do is that we need to come out into the communities. Like if you cover stories like this into the communities, that's fantastic. You know, so
Well, we're happy to share it with our viewers.
Yeah.
Right, folks.
Appreciate
Sports
it.
Federation TV every Friday night from 9 o'clock through 10 o'clock, and then of course repeats on Saturday from 8 to 9. We upload onto Facebook. We upload onto YouTube if you missed any of the episode. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Bye bye.